Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The 1978 USA 1 dime coin may appear like any other dime in your pocket, but there's a deeper story behind it, one that involves historical context, numismatic value, and the potential for extraordinary collector interest. The humble dime, with its 10-cent face value, has been an enduring symbol of American currency for centuries, and the 1978 dated coin is no exception. However, it is the story behind this coin, its subtle differences, and its intriguing collector appeal that make it truly special. To understand the value and significance of the 1978 dime, we first need to appreciate the broader context in which it was minted. The U.S. Mint has been producing dimes since 1796, but the design that most people are familiar with today, the Roosevelt Dime, was introduced in 1946, shortly after President Franklin D. Roosevelt's death. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II made him one of the most beloved and influential U.S. presidents, and his image was forever immortalized on the dime. The Roosevelt dime features a left-facing portrait of the president on the obverse, designed by engraver John Sinek. On the reverse, you'll find a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. This design remained unchanged throughout the 20th century and continues to be used today. But the 1978 USA 1 dime holds particular interest for collectors due to the time period in which it was minted. The 1970s were a decade of both economic change and political turmoil in the United States. This was the time of the Watergate scandal, the end of the Vietnam War, and the rise of inflation. Coinage production during this period was aimed at keeping pace with the demands of a growing economy. The U.S. Mint worked tirelessly to produce enough coins to meet the needs of both small transactions and larger purchases, and as a result, millions of dimes were minted that year. But like any year of coin production, certain examples stand out, whether due to errors in the minting process, unique production runs, or scarcity in certain conditions. When the 1978 dime was released, it was just another dime circulating among the masses. Most people would have thought little of it, using it for small purchases like a cup of coffee or a newspaper. However, as time went on, collectors began to pay closer attention to these coins, noticing subtle variations and differences in the quality and features of the 1978 dimes compared to those minted in other years. It is through these discoveries that the 1978 dime has gained particular interest from numismatists and collectors alike. One of the main factors contributing to the growing collector appeal of the 1978 dime lies in the quality of the coins produced that year. During the 1970s, the U.S. Mint began experimenting with different methods of coin production in order to keep up with rising demand. While this was an innovative step forward, it also led to slight variations in the appearance and quality of certain coins. Some dimes produced in 1978 were struck with more detail, while others had slight imperfections or flaws, often due to worn-out dies or misalignments. These variations, which would seem insignificant to the casual observer, are actually what can make the 1978 dime particularly valuable to collectors who specialize in finding coins with unique features or errors. Another key aspect that elevates the 1978 USA 1 dime coin in the numismatic world is its overall rarity in pristine condition. The majority of dimes from this period were circulated and heavily worn, meaning that finding a 1978 dime in near mint or mint condition is a rare find. Coins in excellent condition are highly coveted by collectors because they represent a piece of history that has been carefully preserved. For a coin that has survived almost 5 decades in near-perfect condition, it is considered a treasure in the world of coin collecting. In particular, the 1978 dime with the Denver Mint D mintmark is of special interest. The Denver Mint, one of the U.S. Mint's most well-known facilities, struck millions of coins each year. However, some dimes struck at the Denver Mint in 1978 feature subtle design and die characteristics that make them more valuable than their counterparts from other mints. These characteristics might include slight variations in the font or alignment of the mint mark, which can add to their appeal for collectors seeking rare or unique examples. But beyond the subtle variations in minting, the true appeal of the 1978 dime comes from a few rare, but highly sought-after, error coins. A minting error refers to any mistake that occurs during the coin's production, often resulting in coins with features that don't match the original design. These errors can range from misaligned dies to double strikes to unintentional damage from the machinery in the minting process. In the case of the 1978 dime, error coins have become a point of focus for collectors, and finding a rare error coin could mean a significant increase in its value. One such error that collectors are particularly excited about is the off-center or misaligned die error. This occurs when the dies used to strike the coin are misaligned, causing the design to be struck off-center. This creates a unique look for the coin, and the further off-center the design, the more valuable the coin becomes. The 1978 dime, with its distinct Roosevelt portrait and torch design, is particularly prone to such errors. Finding an off-center 1978 dime can be a collector's dream, as these coins are both rare and highly valuable. Another type of error that has been reported in 1978 dimes is the double die error, in which the coin's design appears double due to multiple strikes by the dies. This error can be particularly noticeable in the lettering and the date, where the 1978 may appear doubled or distorted. Double die errors are coveted among collectors, and a high-quality 1978 double die dime can fetch a price that is significantly higher than the typical value of a standard 1978 dime. As the world of coin collecting grew in the 1980s and 1990s, collectors began to recognize the potential value of these rare error coins, especially the 1978 USA 1 dime with its possible minting flaws. The discovery of such rare examples only fueled the excitement in the numismatic community. What may have once been considered just another dime from the 1970s quickly transformed into a treasure worth far more than its face value, but the real question remains: what is the value of a 1978 USA 1 dime today? While most 1978 dimes are still worth only their face value of 10 cents, the value of error coins, particularly those in pristine condition or with significant minting errors, has skyrocketed in recent years. A 1978 dime with a significant off-center error or double die variety, in excellent condition, has been known to fetch prices of $148,000 or more in the right auction or private sale. This is an incredible sum for a coin that was originally worth only 10 cents, demonstrating the potential value that can be found in the world of numismatics. For those who are lucky enough to find a rare 1978 dime in their coin collection, it's essential to have the coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). These organizations specialize in assessing the quality and rarity of coins, and their certification can significantly increase the value of a coin on the market. The higher the grade, the higher the potential value of the coin, and this is particularly important for rare coins like the 1978 dime, where condition and authenticity play a major role in determining value. In conclusion, the 1978 USA 1 dime coin may seem like an ordinary piece of currency, but for collectors, it is much more than that. With its historical significance, subtle variations in minting, and the possibility of finding error coins, the 1978 dime has become a highly desirable item in the world of numismatics. Whether it's a rare off-center error or a double die variety, the value of a 1978 dime can reach incredible heights, up to $148,000 in some cases. So, if you have any 1978 dimes tucked away in your coin collection or in your spare change, take a closer look. They just might be worth far more than you ever imagined. The 1984 USA 1 dime coin may seem like a small, inconspicuous piece of currency, but within the world of numismatics, it holds a unique position. Although the dime has been an essential part of American currency for over 2 centuries, the 1984 version has become highly sought after by collectors. To understand why this seemingly ordinary coin has gained such significance, we must delve into its historical context, its design, its minting details, and what makes certain examples of the 1984 dime so valuable today. The history of the Roosevelt dime, which the 1984 dime belongs to, stretches back to 1946. It was that year, just after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt, that the U.S. Mint decided to honor the 32nd President of the United States by placing his likeness on the dime. Roosevelt had led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, leaving a legacy that made him one of the most beloved figures in American history. The decision to feature Roosevelt on the dime was meant to pay tribute to his impact on the nation. The design of the Roosevelt dime was created by John R. Sinek, an engraver at the U.S. Mint. Sinek's design was simple yet powerful. On the obverse of the coin, Roosevelt's face is portrayed in profile, facing left. His likeness is sharp and dignified, capturing the strength of the man who led the country through some of its most challenging times. On the reverse of the coin, we find an equally simple design featuring a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent liberty, peace, and strength, which are ideals that Roosevelt's presidency embodied. The 1984 USA 1 dime is no different in terms of its basic design. The coin still bears Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. In fact, the design of the Roosevelt dime has remained largely unchanged since its introduction in 1946. The U.S. Mint continued to produce the dime in large quantities throughout the years, including in 1984, when millions of these coins were minted to meet the demands of everyday commerce. However, the 1984 dime holds a unique position in the world of coin collecting. Like many coins produced in the late 20th century, the 1984 dime has not been the focus of widespread collector attention until recent years. For many years, the coin was simply seen as a standard piece of currency, used in transactions and exchanged without much thought. But as the field of numismatics has grown, collectors have begun to appreciate the subtleties of these coins, including the ones minted in 1984. With a little knowledge and a keen eye for detail, collectors have realized that certain 1984 dimes possess unique characteristics that make them far more valuable than their face value of 10 cents. One of the main factors that have contributed to the value of the 1984 USA 1 dime is the overall condition in which the coins were produced. As with most coins, dimes minted in 1984 came in varying degrees of quality. Some of the coins that entered circulation were heavily worn down over time, losing much of their original sharpness and detail. Others, however, remained in much better condition, often thanks to being stored in coin rolls or in the possession of collectors who sought to preserve the coins in excellent condition. Coins that were kept in pristine condition have become highly sought after in the world of coin collecting. A particularly valuable aspect of the 1984 dime is its rarity in high grades. A coin's grade refers to the condition in which it is found, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Coins that are in near mint or mint condition are often the most desirable among collectors. The 1984 dime, being a relatively modern coin, is not rare in terms of the sheer number of coins minted, but it is rare to find one in exceptional condition, particularly one that has been kept in perfect shape for over 30 years. Coins with higher grades, such as MS 67 or higher, mint state 67, can demand significantly higher prices in the market. Beyond its condition, one of the things that make the 1984 dime especially valuable is its potential for minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes that occurred during the production of a coin, and these errors can lead to coins that have unique characteristics or features not found in the standard issue. For collectors, errors can be a source of great excitement, as they offer the potential for finding a rare and valuable piece. The 1984 dime is no exception, with several examples having been discovered with minting errors that have significantly increased their value. One of the most sought-after error types for the 1984 dime is the off-center error. This occurs when the coin is struck by the dies in such a way that the design is not aligned properly, resulting in a coin that is struck off-center. This creates a coin with a distinctive, uneven look, where parts of the design may be missing or distorted. Off-center coins are often considered rare and are highly valued by collectors. The more dramatic the off-center error, the more valuable the coin can be. A 1984 dime with a significant off-center error has the potential to command a high price at auction, especially if it is in excellent condition. Another error that has been discovered on the 1984 dime is the double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck by the dies more than once, causing the design to appear doubled. This can be seen in the text and numerals on the coin, where the letters and numbers are duplicated or appear blurry. The 1984 dime, like other coins from its era, has been found with such double die errors, making these coins particularly valuable to collectors. A well-preserved double die 1984 dime can command a premium, with prices sometimes reaching far beyond the face value of the coin. The market for 1984 dimes, especially those with errors, has grown substantially over the years. As more and more collectors seek to complete their collections or find rare specimens, the demand for high-quality examples of the 1984 dime has increased. The appeal of this coin lies not only in its historical context and connection to Roosevelt's legacy but also in its potential to be a hidden treasure. While most dimes from 1984 may be worth only 10 cents, those with unique features or exceptional condition can fetch impressive amounts at auction. One of the most incredible aspects of the 1984 USA 1 dime coin is its current value. While most dimes from 1984 are worth their face value or a small premium, certain rare and error coins have seen dramatic increases in value over time. A 1984 dime with a notable minting error, such as an off-center or double die, can sell for thousands of dollars at auction. Some particularly well-preserved examples have fetched as much as $135,000. This is an astounding amount for a coin that was once worth just 10 cents. The high value of these coins demonstrates the incredible potential of error coins and the growing interest in modern U.S. coinage. For those lucky enough to come across a 1984 dime in their collections or in their change, it is important to carefully inspect the coin for any signs of errors or unique characteristics. If you believe you may have found a rare specimen, it is recommended that you have the coin professionally graded by a reputable numismatic grading service. A coin's grade can have a significant impact on its value, and a high-grade 1984 dime with an error could fetch a substantial amount of money. Many collectors and dealers specialize in buying and selling error coins, and having your coin graded and authenticated can help ensure that you get the best price possible. In conclusion, the 1984 USA 1 dime coin may seem like an ordinary piece of currency, but it is far from that in the world of coin collecting. The coin's historical significance, connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the potential for minting errors have made it a highly desirable item for collectors. While most 1984 dimes are worth just 10 cents, those with rare characteristics or in exceptional condition can command impressive prices, sometimes reaching as high as $135,000. The 1984 dime is a reminder that even seemingly ordinary coins can hold great value, and that the world of numismatics is full of hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. The 1980 USA 1 dime coin, often seen simply as a 10-cent piece, holds a story far beyond its humble value. The coin is a part of the Roosevelt Dimes series, which has been in circulation since 1946. The design, crafted by John R. Sinek, was introduced as a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, following his death in 1945. As with many coins, most people overlook its significance. But for coin collectors, especially those within the numismatic community, the 1980 dime represents more than just a small piece of currency. It embodies a piece of American history, an intriguing design, and in some cases, a potentially significant financial windfall. Let's take a deeper dive into the history of the Roosevelt dime to understand why this particular coin has piqued the interest of collectors. The Roosevelt dime was chosen to replace the previously used Mercury Dime, which was produced from 1916 to 1945. The decision to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt with his own dime came shortly after his passing, as a way to commemorate his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. His face would forever be featured on the obverse of the dime, while the reverse depicted a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The 1980 coin was minted as part of the ongoing production of the Roosevelt Dime, and although it may not seem particularly remarkable at first glance, it is in fact a key piece in the ever-evolving world of coin collecting. While the basic design remained unchanged since its introduction, what sets certain years apart in coin collecting circles is the combination of factors such as minting quality, production errors, and overall rarity. The 1980 dime is no exception to this rule, and its appeal lies in both the intricacies of its production and the collectible potential of specific examples from that year. The U.S. Mint, in charge of producing the country's coinage, produces millions of dimes each year to meet the demands of circulation. In 1980, for instance, the Philadelphia Mint, with no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, with the mint mark D, both struck large numbers of dimes. This year in particular, however, has gained significant attention due to the quality of the coins that were produced and the possibility for certain coins to exhibit variations in design. While most of the dimes produced in 1980 were standard-issue coins, some of them displayed subtle differences, imperfections in the die or slight misalignments, leading to certain coins being rarer and more valuable than others. The 1980 dime was produced as part of a consistent effort by the U.S. Mint to meet the growing demand for coins to be used in everyday transactions. The 1980s were marked by economic inflation and a shift in how the American public interacted with currency. The dime continued to serve its purpose in commerce, but for those with an eye for numismatics, it became evident that certain examples of the 1980 dime had begun to garner attention due to their unique qualities. One of the first things that coin collectors look for when assessing a 1980 dime is its condition. The condition, or grade, of a coin is a major factor in determining its value. Most coins that circulate through the economy become worn, scratched, and damaged over time, but coins that are preserved in excellent condition can be highly valuable. The 1980 dime, while widely produced and commonly used in daily transactions, can still be found in pristine condition. These well-preserved coins often come from coin rolls or are those that were never put into circulation in the first place, often kept by collectors or stored away. As a result, high-grade 1980 dimes have become sought after by collectors who prize coins with sharp details and minimal wear. A dime in mint state, particularly one that retains its original luster and features, can be a rare find. The higher the grade a coin receives, the more valuable it is considered to be. A 1980 dime in gem condition, graded MS 67 or higher, has the potential to fetch impressive prices in the market. However, as we move deeper into the world of rare coins, the value of the 1980 dime increases exponentially when we factor in the occurrence of minting errors. These errors make coins unique and highly desirable among collectors. Minting errors happen when the machines at the U.S. Mint fail to strike a coin in the intended manner. This can lead to a number of fascinating variations, some of which are incredibly rare and highly valuable. The 1980 dime, like many other coins from this era, was not immune to such errors. For example, some 1980 dimes were struck off-center, resulting in a coin where the design was not fully aligned. These off-center coins are prized by collectors because they are so rare. The more severe the off-center error, the higher the value of the coin. A 1980 dime that is significantly off-center is considered a unique specimen, and one in good condition can be worth a small fortune. Another type of error that has been identified in some 1980 dimes is the double die error. This error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the die, causing the design to appear doubled or blurred in some places. Double die coins are highly sought after because of their distinct appearance and rarity. For a collector, the thrill of finding a double die error coin is immense, as it adds a unique element to their collection. A double die 1980 dime can command a premium price, especially when the error is visible in key areas like the date or lettering on the coin. In addition to minting errors, certain other factors play into the coin's rarity and value. For example, dimes from specific mints, such as those with the D mint mark from the Denver Mint, have certain features that set them apart from their counterparts struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Coins with the D mint mark may feature subtle design differences, making them particularly appealing to collectors. Even small details, like the texture of the surface or the clarity of the mint mark, can influence how valuable a particular 1980 dime might be. These seemingly minor variations contribute to the coin's collector appeal and create a market for rarer examples. As coin collecting has gained popularity over the years, the value of the 1980 USA 1 dime has grown, particularly among collectors of U.S. coins from the late 20th century. The value of an uncirculated, error-free 1980 dime is not particularly high, usually only worth slightly above its face value, but coins with minting flaws or those in exceptional condition have seen their value rise dramatically. Certain 1980 dimes with prominent errors or those in near-perfect condition have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. But in some rare cases, a coin can surpass even the highest expectations. A 1980 dime with a notable error or in perfect mint condition can now fetch prices as high as $140,000 in rare cases. This might seem unimaginable for a coin with a face value of just 10 cents, but this is the magic of coin collecting. The value of a coin isn't necessarily tied to its face value but rather to its rarity, condition, and the appeal it holds for collectors. The 1980 dime is a prime example of how something that seems ordinary can hold significant worth in the world of numismatics. The combination of minting errors, high-quality examples, and the growing interest in modern coins has led to a substantial increase in the value of these coins over the years. Collectors who have managed to acquire one of these rare 1980 dimes are in possession of a coin that, despite its modest origins, holds a special place in the history of U.S. currency. If you happen to stumble across a 1980 dime in your own collection, it's worth taking a closer look. Coins that are in excellent condition, or those with rare minting errors, can be worth far more than their face value. In conclusion, the 1980 USA 1 dime coin is much more than just a 10-cent piece. It represents a piece of history, a link to the past, and a symbol of the ongoing fascination with coins and collecting. With its simple yet timeless design, the 1980 dime continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. While most of the coins minted that year are still worth just their face value, certain rare examples, especially those in pristine condition or with minting errors, have the potential to sell for an astonishing $140,000. The 1980 dime serves as a reminder that even the most unassuming objects can hold immense value, and in the world of numismatics, the hunt for hidden treasures is always on. The 2005 USA 1 dime coin may seem like an everyday, 10-cent piece, but it holds a fascinating story that stretches far beyond its size and face value. As part of the Roosevelt Dimes series, this coin, like many of its predecessors, carries with it the legacy of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was honored on the dime after his passing in 1945. But what makes the 2005 version so intriguing isn't just its historical significance, it's the rare characteristics and collecting potential that make it a sought-after item for numismatists. Let's dive into the story of this particular dime, exploring its design, minting details, and most importantly, the factors that contribute to its impressive current value. Before we get into the specifics of the 2005 coin itself, it's important to understand the history behind the Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt Dimes series began in 1946, shortly after the death of President Roosevelt. At that time, the U.S. Mint decided to honor the late president by putting his likeness on the dime. Roosevelt had led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and he was an iconic figure whose legacy still resonates today. John R. Sinek, the U.S. Mint's chief engraver, designed the coin's obverse, which features a left-facing profile of Roosevelt. The reverse of the coin was designed by Sinek as well and features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These symbols represent key values in American history: liberty, peace, and strength. The design of the Roosevelt dime has remained relatively unchanged since its inception, with only minor adjustments being made over the years. But what is fascinating about the 2005 version of the dime is not just its tribute to Roosevelt, but the way it fits into the context of the period in which it was produced. The 2005 dime came at a time when America was in the midst of a new century, facing different challenges and opportunities than those encountered during Roosevelt's time. In the 2000s, the U.S. economy was experiencing both growth and instability, with a housing boom and a subsequent crash, as well as other economic challenges. Coins from this period, while still carrying the classic design of Roosevelt, now carry a unique historical weight, linking the past with the present. In 2005, the U.S. Mint continued its tradition of producing millions of Roosevelt dimes, with the coin being struck in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The coin was created to meet the needs of daily commerce, but as time passed, collectors began to pay more attention to certain coins minted during this period. While many of the 2005 dimes circulated without much fanfare, there were a few unique qualities that would elevate their value among collectors. As is the case with most coins, the condition and quality of the coin play a major role in its worth. Coins that are preserved in excellent condition or are uncirculated are worth far more than those that show signs of wear. One of the most important factors that can determine the value of a 2005 dime is its grade. Coin grading is a standard used to assess the condition of a coin, ranging from poor, a coin that has been heavily circulated and shows substantial wear, to mint state, a coin that is in pristine, uncirculated condition. High-grade coins are much more valuable than those in lower grades, as they represent a rarer, more sought-after item. A 2005 dime that is in mint state, particularly one that has been preserved in perfect condition, can fetch a significantly higher price than a coin that has been worn down by years of circulation. Beyond the condition of the coin, another factor that can elevate the value of the 2005 dime is the presence of any minting errors. Mint errors occur during the production process, and they can result in coins with unique characteristics that set them apart from standard examples. Mint errors can include things like off-center strikes, doubling of the design, or even blank planchets. These errors are rare and highly prized by collectors, as they provide a unique opportunity to own a coin that was struck incorrectly but is still a legal tender piece of currency. The 2005 dime, like other coins of its era, has been subject to such errors. One common error found on the 2005 dime is the off-center strike. This occurs when the die that strikes the coin isn't properly aligned, causing the design to be off-center on the coin's surface. Off-center coins are particularly appealing to collectors because they are rare and can make for interesting display pieces. The more severe the off-center strike, the higher the value of the coin can be. A 2005 dime with a significant off-center error could potentially fetch thousands of dollars, far exceeding its original value of just 10 cents. Another error that has been observed on 2005 dimes is the double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the dies, leading to a doubling effect on parts of the design, especially the text and numbers. The result is a coin with a distorted or blurry appearance, which makes it stand out from the rest. Double die errors are highly sought after by collectors, as they are both rare and visually striking. A 2005 dime with a double die error in good condition can command a premium price at auction, sometimes reaching much more than its face value. While the 2005 dime may not be as well known or as widely sought after as some other coins in the Roosevelt Dimes series, there are still many collectors who are particularly interested in finding rare or high-quality examples from that year. The market for 2005 dimes has grown in recent years, with collectors focusing on both the coin's design and any unique features that set individual coins apart. Some of these dimes, particularly those with minting errors, are now worth far more than their original face value. In fact, certain 2005 dimes, especially those in pristine condition or with notable minting errors, have sold for as much as $122,000 at auction. This is a staggering amount for a coin that was originally worth just 10 cents, but it serves as a testament to the power of rarity, condition, and error in the world of numismatics. A 2005 dime with a minting error, such as an off-center strike or a double die, is considered a rare treasure, and collectors are willing to pay a significant premium for the opportunity to own one. If you happen to come across a 2005 dime in your pocket change or while going through your coin collection, it's important to inspect it closely. Check the condition of the coin, paying attention to any imperfections, wear, or damage. If you suspect that the coin may have a minting error, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable numismatic grading service. A professional grading service can help assess the coin's value and provide you with an official certification of its grade and authenticity. This can be crucial when determining whether or not the coin is worth more than its face value. For those who are fortunate enough to own a 2005 dime with an error or in exceptional condition, it's important to understand that the value of these coins is still fluctuating. The market for rare coins can change over time, and values can rise and fall based on demand and rarity. What may be worth a few $1,000s today could be worth even more in the future, as collectors continue to seek out rare and unique examples of U.S. coinage. In conclusion, the 2005 USA 1 dime coin is far more than just a small piece of currency. It is a symbol of American history, a piece of art, and a potential treasure for collectors. While the coin's basic design has remained unchanged for decades, the 2005 dime's value lies in its rarity, its condition, and the possibility of minting errors. Certain 2005 dimes, especially those with off-center strikes or double die errors, have become highly valuable and have fetched as much as $122,000 at auction. For coin collectors, the 2005 dime represents a fascinating intersection of history, artistry, and the thrill of discovering hidden treasures. The 2005 dime is proof that even the most common coins can, with a little luck and knowledge, become extraordinarily valuable pieces of numismatic history.